So about a week ago, I filmed a video on this channel, Spoken Words Media um, Hub, where I spoke about Michael Ward being on trial. Trial started, and already a week later, because news came out yesterday, so I'm doing this on a Saturday afternoon or almost afternoon. He's been found not guilty of the rape charges, and he was found not guilty of all charges that the alleged woman, a victim, has stated that he was guilty of. He The reports came out that he sobbed in court, and he now wants to move forward with his life and yeah, get back on track with his career and move forward with it. So yeah, let's get into the article. Top Boy actor Michael Ward found not guilty of rape. British actor Michael Ward has been cleared of raping a woman who claimed he attacked her in the back of a car. Ward, 28, denied 2 charges of rape and 3 of sexual and a jury at Snarbrook Crown Court acquitted him on all counts on Friday. He had met the woman, who cannot be named for legal reasons, at an East London nightclub on the 2nd of January 2023. BAFTA winner Ward, who is best known for the film Blue Story and Netflix series Top Boy, said everything we did was wholly consensual. During the trial, Ward told the jury he thought they were having a great time during the encounter. The court heard the actor who played gang leader Jamie in Top Boy thought the woman was very cute when he met her and sensed there was interest there. He asked her to join him in a car where there was a continuation of the flirting. She was reciprocating the energy. She was pulling me close. For me, that was an inviting act, and we were both enjoying that moment. Ward said, adding that she never mentioned anything about wanting to leave. He told the jury she had seemed absolutely fine and had a nice and engaging general conversation. Later, they exchanged messages. He sent a smiling emoji with a heart, and she told him to enjoy the rest of his night. In court, the woman broke down and she gave a different account. She said she never would have got in that car with him if she had known what would happen. She denied to Sally Bennett Jenkins KC, defending for Ward, that it was consensual, telling the court that Michael raped me. The woman said she completely shut down and did not use the word no during the alleged attack. And that's important. That's very important, by the way. She said she repeatedly told Ward she needed to leave on multiple occasions. On the way home with a friend, she ordered an STI kit, ticking a box asking if she had been SA'd. When Ward was arrested on 18th of January that year, he had told police in a prepared statement, "I denied the allegation of rape. I want to put on record that we had consensual foreplay and consensual S." Yeah, so of reading that paragraph, so what I mentioned in the report as I was reading, it's very important to acknowledge that she didn't say the word no. Now, I've seen other sources. I'm not gonna read other sources. I've seen a source in the Mirror saying some funny things, that Ward was, I think he came back from Italy and that he was shocked, that he was arrested, that he was very surprised, and he wants to get to the bottom of it. So he has wait, what is going on? And it's just so, again, like I said in a previous video, there's so many things wrong with this whole thing, and what I would say is, because also I've seen social media, I was going to originally get onto some of the comments, on social media, but actually, you know what, we're gonna do it. We're gonna do it. We're gonna get on some of the comments that are coming out, because there's some funny. This is what I mean. It's like there is no winners in this kind of thing. For when you get these kind of cases like this, there's no cases when there isn't a case, because if someone it's happened to, whether, even if the person gets prosecuted and puts away, they still got to live on with that experience. So they haven't really won a long term. Yes, they got the immediate justice. The person, his case, he's found not guilty, and I'm happy that he's not found not guilty, because I don't want him to be guilty. But then I don't want the woman to be lying about something so heinous like that. So But then you got to acknowledge that there is statistics out there. They said that it's very like I think I saw something, a report recently saying that there's only like 3% or something along them lines don't even get prosecutions or something for the amount of. So obviously there is a lot of people that don't get prosecuted that should get prosecuted because they did actually do those stuff. I saw a comment online, and if we're being completely real, there's some people that wanted him to be guilty. I'm being completely honest with you. I know people don't want to hear that, but some people that unfortunately want him to be guilty because they have their own agenda, and it's actually tapped. But people are gonna do that. It's just human nature. There's always someone that's gonna want something on you, even if you didn't do something. And the facts are, it's a very horrible subject to go down, isn't it? What I would say about that is, though, the one thing that is true, and this is not related to his case specifically, but this is in general, because a lot of people saying that, oh yeah, she should be put in jail. Now I'm gonna make it non-specific to the Michael Ward's case, but what I would say is, just because someone has been found not guilty, a man's not been found guilty, that doesn't necessarily mean that he didn't do it. And I think we've got to acknowledge that, and we've got to put that out there. That doesn't also actually mean that she was lying. Because he got found guilty doesn't mean that she's lying. But then you got people. Look at Ched Evans a long time ago. He was a footballer playing in the lower division, so he's a pro player in English football. I believe it was League 1 or League 2. Can't remember, but it was like 3rd or 4th division, pro division in his country. He did time in jail. Came out saying that he actually didn't do it in the end. So he spent time in jail. So just because he got found guilty, just because someone got found guilty doesn't mean they did it. But just because someone found not guilty doesn't mean they didn't do it. The problem with something like this, you can never 100% really know a lot of the time. Sometimes you can, but sometimes you can't. And it's just like, it's a shame. Because what happens going forward? Like, what happens going forward? Like, I'm seeing now. I read the article that I read out was obviously from the BBC, which is obviously BBC has got its own rap sheet for controversy with people that have worked for it. So the only reason why I'm using that article because it's still recognised as quote unquote reputable, even though it's questionable, but it's a mainstream source. And you got to be careful with some of the other accounts. But what I would say is this: for a lot of the time, I'm seeing murmurs that apparently she was, and again, she's not been there for legal reasons, but I've seen murmurs online because sometimes you got sources that are not mainstream that apparently the alleged victim in this case allegedly was found to be lying. Fabricating evidence, lying to people, lying to police, lying to her family members, making up the stories. Apparently, she was lying, trying to get him into a lot of trouble. That's what I heard. That's the things I've heard. And there's I think some content creators have come out and are digging deep into that. I'm staying clear of all that at the moment. If it comes out further, then I'll explore it myself. Cause I don't want to get too much into that this early. But if anything comes out further that what we'll do, we will look into it and see what's going on with that. But again, it's horrible, isn't it? And yeah, I think a lot of people have been caught up recently with these whole things. You have even footballers like Benjamin Mendy. Now, he's got cleared up all these charges. His career was never the same after that. Michael Ward, I don't know. A lot of people still. It's once it's out there, it ruins you anyway. But let's get back to the article. Career put on hold. The actor was given the BAFTA Rising Star Award in 2020 and was later nominated twice for his roles in the BBC Small Axe and the 22 film Empire of Light. Speaking outside of court, his solicitor Hamza Elas said, "It has been 3.5 years since the police started investigating this matter, during which time Michael's life as well as his successful career had been put on hold. This has inevitably had a profound impact on him and those closest to him. Michael is thankful this process has now reached a conclusion. He looks forward to getting back to doing the work he loves and focusing on the future. As he starts to rebuild his life, Michael would like to acknowledge those who have experienced violence, and they deserve to be heard, treated with compassion, and have their allegations taken seriously. Michael would like to thank God and his family. He is very appreciative of everyone who stood by him. Their support, praise, and love helps carry him. Yes, so like I said, we'll go through some of the comments. So this is the Shade Borough. Michael Ward found not guilty of raping women in a car. And just to recap, so at the top, the caption is actor Michael Ward has been found not guilty of rape and SA. Ward is accused of raping a woman in a vehicle after meeting her at a nightclub in Stratford. The actor denied 2 counts of rape, 2 counts of assault by penetration, and 1 count of SA. He testified that the encounter was consensual. Ward sobbed in court after he was found not guilty of all charges. I'll do the same if I knew I didn't do something and I was found not guilty, because you think your life is gonna go down the pan. And then someone's got, it was this what I was referring to in the video. Lied to friends, lied to police, deleted messages and told the police 18 months later. Lied about blood when forensics showed no evidence. Had a boyfriend, just wait until they actually report everything that was said in court from someone who sat through most days. Now, this is the comment I was referring to earlier when I said I saw something like this. Now again, someone else is now is digging on it. I think Bouncer's talking about some of this stuff. I don't want to get too much into it at this time because you gotta be careful with things like that. But that don't sound right. What this person's saying at all. So if anything further comes out about that, we'll revisit this topic. Someone's got, they replied to them. Well, let's go with some of the replies anyway. Truth always prevails. I've seen some genuinely evil females in my time. Shake my head. Wow, now all these blogs better posted the boy and apologize as well, because they are the ones that will have FT's career. Why isn't there a sentence for this? It's a crime. Girl can't just wake up and scream things randomly. I've been saying this for a long time, and it's got nothing to do with his case, but in general, I've got a big problem with this. King Richard says, good for him. Hope he is more careful in the future. Yeah, and that's the truth. You need to be. Unfortunately, it's like, I hate this idea, but you have to be careful, man. And it's hard because it's like you can't be for sure. You can't be just walking around thinking, yeah, but it's mental. Like, it must be different. It's so difficult, especially nowadays, man. Nowadays, I feel like it's all getting worse with this whole, like, you don't really know who's gonna. Well, you don't really know who's really, what really anyone's really about, really. Like, some people surprise you. We need lie detectors in every case going forward. And again, I will say, so Momtrepreneur Life says, and again, I will say, the majority of these situations tend to occur with alcohol and wealthy, famous men. At what point do you note the pattern as a man? Especially if you are a high net worth individual, to not fling wood in these situations. Same way as women know generally not a good idea to walk alone at night in a secluded area, and even more so for their team around them, to not allow these situations to occur. And that is not by any means justifying when women lie. I'm just saying, read the room and make smart decisions as a man. If that was me, I wouldn't allow now groupies to even get close to me with my security, let alone to be catching cases like this. Michelle Bingley says, the women that lie and call grape should carry the same sentence he would have got had he been guilty. It's sickening how many women do this and walk free after taking people's lives and reputations away. It also takes away from the real victims and what they go through. Should sue her for loss of earnings and opportunities. Jasmine Jobson, who was his colleague in Top Boy, who played Jack. Finding the truth shall set us free. So obviously she's in support of Michael, and I heard that she gave a character case in another report. Saeed TV. Unfortunately, allegations remain with him forever, and that's factual. That's the problem. These allegations. This is the problem. Like, even after the case, it's not job done. And nah, man, because he's talking about moving forward with his career. What career? you may get blacklisted from a lot of opportunities because it's not even because of, even if you're not guilty, because it's a stain on the shirt, man. It's not clean. If you because here's the problem, yeah. Now he's been found not guilty. If I just search his name in on Google, the fact that there's a reports and articles about you being involved in a case, people just people just don't want to take the risk. And this is the thing, man. It's dark, man. It's so dark. I hate when people do this, man. I hope people will just be lying about things like this, man. I think it's so sick and evil and wicked, man. But they don't care, man. Why can't she be named for legal reasons, by the way? Well, I don't understand all that. Can't be keep protecting people that are not telling the truth, man. Anybody. Something like this. It's not right. Someone's got. I really need the women on the comments who are saying just because he found not good does not mean it did not happen. But the thing about it, yeah, again, like I said earlier in the video, in any case, yeah, take away his case again. That is that is that they are right though in it to they are that is actually factual. Just because a man was found not guilty doesn't mean he didn't do it. That is factual. So I think it's the angle. I think it depends on the angle people are coming from. Are you coming from a state of factual? Or are you coming from a state of your own a narrative that you want to portray? Because if you got ill intent with your with your comment about it, then that's why I find it problematic. But if you're just saying that in general in the grand scheme of things to remind people that any case, then that's factual. I've got no problem with a woman or a guy, for the matter, saying that in general. Please go and read the reports from the court. It was staged. It was coerced. She actively chose to plan how she would go and target him. She lied on multiple accounts. Go read the report. The police are no evidence of blood when she said it was blood. The social media platforms gave all the deleted messages on there. She was encouraging the behaviour she was on him. Please, I want to make it very clear. SA victims, I feel so sorry for you because this is what keeps becoming a recurring theme, where there are some bad-minded women who will weaponize SA as a way to ruin or leverage some sort of money or financial gain from the situation. I have family members. You have come through a situation. You have been real victims, and it hurts me when I see a black man who has tried his hardest to make a life for himself, and somebody took upon themselves to target him and lose everything and destroy his reputation. So please, I ask ladies, I look at this report on Sky Sports with the full sesame. What happened during the court case? I took my time to look at it and read it. Please, before you comment, because this is what keeps the recurring theme of this happening. Yes, you should support victims, but do not believe everything. So everyone says because they might be a hidden agenda behind it. We have to be very careful on how we approach certain situations. God bless everybody and God bless Michael, as I hope you can recover from the situation. I hope that the lady gets the full extent of the law. So again, someone else is commenting on this situation and saying that there's reports of apparently lies, similar to the comment at the top of the page. And again, I haven't officially seen the police reports, but I'm seeing people are saying things like this. Okay, I mean, just because he doesn't mean she lied. So you only trust the scene when it's convenient. Why not accept the verdict? It has to be proven beyond all. Because here's the thing about that, yeah? Here's the thing what I will say about it. Let's say he was found guilty. A lot of people will not be saying just because he was found guilty doesn't mean he didn't do it. Sorry, just because he was found guilty doesn't mean he did do it. Sorry. A lot of you lot wouldn't be saying that. And again, this is why I feel like this is why I don't like these kind of subjects, man. Because like it's peak, man. It's peak on both fronts, man. Because it is the thing is only him and her really knows the truth. If we're being completely real, only Michael and the lady in that was involved, only they know who's telling the truth or not. Anyway, let me not read anymore. Yeah, so that's through the that's me going through the comments. And what I'll say about that again, look, just to reiterate for people, everyone and their dog at the back of the room, yeah, just because a guy has been found not guilty, doesn't mean the woman should also be automatically be thrown in jail, because he could be telling the truth and he did do it. And then, because you got to remember, evidence doesn't actually miss evidence. Remember, what you understand is when it comes to the courts and prosecutions and all that stuff, it's like as messed up as this sounds, it's like theatre. Who can prevent? Who can put the best case forward? This is why you get people in jail that shouldn't be in jail, and you got people in that are not in jail that should be in jail. Right, good lawyers. Because you got to remember, a defense lawyer, it's not really their job to know whether the person did it or not. It's their job to it's their job to prevent the case, to defend their client that they're getting paid for. And this is where I've always said, I think I said this in I can't remember if I said this in a podcast on this channel a long time ago that I did a few years ago, or a solo individual video. This is why I couldn't be a defense lawyer, because I can't be defending people that do these things just because I need to eat, man. I don't want to do it. It doesn't align with me. Now I'm not necessarily judging people that are defense lawyers, but it's just I can't do it. If I was going to be a defense lawyer in that field, I only want to defend people that I know didn't do it. I don't want to be defending people that did do it, because it's not right. It's people's lives, but the people in courts, it's their job. Their job is to work for their client. So again, just because a guy has been found not guilty doesn't mean the woman should also be thrown in jail, unless we find out that she was lying. Then obviously she has to go to jail, put her in jail, throw away the key. We don't business with them things there. It's not as black and white with things like this, and that's the issue that I wanna just remind people. And if you guys could do me a favor, like this video, subscribe to the channel if you're new around here, or if you've been watching this video, this channel, you ain't subscribed. What are you waiting for? Hit the subscribe button, please. It's free. Could do it. Appreciate the support. But yeah, let me know in the comment section down below what your thoughts are on this. But yeah, man, it's God forbid that anyone else gets put. I mean, I could never be. I would never want to be. Hate to be involved in a case like this, but you never know. I will say that I wouldn't, but you just don't. You just never know. And also, now one final point I will say. Something like this, you got to go. It's a very much a case by case basis. Literally, how it is. You can have your own opinion. I don't think there's anything wrong with having your own opinion if you think. Obviously, you don't know a lot of these people personally. You don't know them personally, but you can kind of gauge. If you know a bit more about this person from distance than another person, you can use your own judgment. Maybe you got to read the allegations, the information that's there. Go with what you've seen of the person. You can say, oh, well, do you know what? I think that probably did do it, or that person doesn't do it, and you could be wrong. It's fine. Remember, it's not your job. You're not in the court system, but you got to be careful what you portray out on there online as well. Or you can be neutral if you don't really know much about the person. But I did when his case first came out, I was like, wait, what the hell? I was like, what? I was kind of shocked. And then some other people, I'm like, you know what? I'm not surprised. You're a bit suspect, innit? And I thought I'm more inclined to think you probably did do it. That's what I'll say on that matter. Anyway, guys, thank you for watching, and stay tuned for the next video. Peace.